In society today, the issues of whether gay couples should be able to adopt or foster children is one that sparks many different opinions. From everyone who weighs in on the issue, from social workers to state legislators to other parents, a different reaction is given. To better understand this issue, it can be broken down into 3 parts: social effects, psychological effects, and familial effects. These various effects have both positive and negative aspects that help to better explain all facets of the issue at hand. The positive social effects are numerous. Many studies, including one by Lauren Marks, indicate that there is no significant difference between the parental abilities and parental effectiveness on behavior between same-sex parents and heterosexual parents. Marks's study indicates that children of same-sex adoptive or foster parents are just as likely to lead a positive social life as those with straight adoptive or foster parents. Additionally, there are multiple positive media representations of gay adoptive or foster parents that both portray these parents and children in a positive manner, but also work to normalize their existence in society. Some specific examples of this include the TV show Modern Family, where there is a gay couple and their adoptive daughter, and they are portrayed just like any other family in a TV show would be. This helps for children in the homes of same-sex adoptive or foster parents to feel more like their lives are just as normal as anyone else's. Further helping the children's social lives is the ease that certain laws protecting the parental rights of same-sex adoptive and foster parents give them. By states like California and Oregon issuing laws to protect parental rights, children in these homes are under less stress and are also less likely to be taken from their wanted homes due to laws to the contrary.
Psychological pros for allowing gay and lesbian couples to adopt and foster children are that children are able and willing to adjust to changes from the normal at a young age, and that any type of adoption, regardless of the parent's sexuality or gender, can prevent the child from having the side effects of foster care. When introduced to an experience that deviates from society's normal at a young age, children learn to not notice a difference between what is considered to be normal and abnormal. According to a study by Boss, Van Balen, Van de Boom, and Sandford, by experiencing something such as being raised by a gay or lesbian couple, the child would be more likely to grow up to be a more accepting, open-minded individual. From having any parents or legal guardianship at all, being adopted or cared for through foster care prevents the negative side effects of being without these experiences, such as the child feeling unwanted or unworthy of having a family due to being looked over or passed on from person to person. According to childwelfare.gov, by having a family in a place where they can belong a longer amount of time instead of being placed in a home that may be unable to give each child a wanted or needed amount of individual attention, the child will have a better chance at good mental health in the future.
Gay fathers were compared to non-gay fathers using the Iowa Parent Behavior Inventory in a study by Bigner and Jacobson in 1989. The results show that gay fathers held positive relationships with their children. They demonstrated more responsiveness to needs of their children and explained the reasoning for expected behaviors to their children more often than non-gay fathers. Gollenbach, Spencer, and Rutter found lesbian mothers to be as nurturing toward their children as non-lesbian mothers in a study from 1983. A study by Miller, Jacobson, and Bigner from 1981 showed that homosexual mothers demonstrated child orientation, warmth, and responsiveness to their child's needs as often as their heterosexual counterparts. According to Brooks and Goldberg in a study from 2001, gay fathers and lesbian mothers were found to have special strengths in reference to parenting, including financial stability, psychological stability, and strong extended family systems. Participants in the study reported that their adopted child or children benefited from the support and care of their extended family systems.
One social con of allowing gay adoption and foster parenting is the stigma described in a Clark, Kitzinger, and Potter study that children with gay parents are likely to get bullied because kids are just mean. This stigma is also mentioned by McCrary when she describes reservations that social workers have when placing children in otherwise loving and nurturing homes. Another con is that many states have laws preventing such parenting. According to Equality Maps, across the U.S., 41 states remain silent on the issue. Nebraska is the only state that has laws prohibiting this type of parenting altogether, while North Dakota, Michigan, and Virginia give child welfare agencies the ability to prohibit LGBT foster parenting and adoption. These laws cite religious beliefs as a cause for restriction. One last con is the bad media attention. Many times when gay or lesbian couples appear on television shows and parenting situations, there is a lot of negative responses to the topic. One example included the children's television show Good Luck Charlie, in which there was a lesbian couple parenting a child. According to Logo's website, Disney had to cancel the show after Mia Tallarico, aka Charlie, received many death threats on her Instagram page, which made her mother pull her from filming the show.
One psychological con presented by gay and lesbian adoption and foster care relates to the stereotypes and stigma directed towards parents that still have an effect on the child in their care. Dr. Carol Jenny and Thomas Rossler of Seattle Children's Hospital conducted research based on the effect of the stereotype that children are more likely to be molested by homosexual caretakers rather than heterosexual ones. Another con is the emotional challenges mentioned by Dr. Don Horner in his essay, A Practitioner Looks at Adoption Research. As the child becomes aware that their family is not of the traditional nature, children start to realize that their family, whether two mothers or two fathers, does not equate to society's idea of normal, thus society's idea of good. This may lead the child to question if their family is bad and cause them to become ashamed of their family.
Two cons for familia that are expressed in the article, Gay and Lesbian Adoptive Parents, Resources for Professionals and Parents, are relaxed gender norms and lack of immediate, diverse, positive role models. Relaxed gender norms lead to kids not learning normal or traditional gender roles. This can make it harder for children to fit in among their peers. The other is lack of diverse role models in the immediate household. In gay and lesbian adoptions, the children will either be missing a positive male or female role model in their household. Leaving one of those very important roles empty could cause issues for a child. In conclusion, after looking at both the pros and cons of social effects, psychological effects, and familial effects, it shows there are many different opinions and contrary studies, making it hard to decide what the best choice for children is. In order to truly help children, more long-term studies of the effects must be done.